Alright, hello everyone, this is DayTraderRockStar for Day Trading Radio, and tonight I am going to talk about a little about pattern recognition and discipline in the overall markets, especially going forward after a long bullish uptrend in the markets we've had. So I want to go over a bunch of different chart patterns that we want to just kind of look at and show you the what each of them mean and how they are all similar in a couple different ways, and why, because of similarities, it's important to recognize those patterns and stick to those patterns. If you see these type of patterns work across the board, no matter if it's different stock, different sector, different type of market, different trend, bullish or bearish market, these patterns continue to work out. So why would you why would you not look at it and study it? So we'll start off with TNS here. This was a trade, and a lot of these trades, all these trades are actually on the 10 for 1,000 watch list on the station, which is a watch list that I send out each week, every Sunday night. So I look for these setups, and the object is a timing of multiple indicators and let the timing of the move. So normally we try to get in a day or two before this big move happens, and we time that with the stochastics. And stochastics is my number one indicator that I use. And basically what I'm looking for is a downward trend line, a high or low, or what we put in usually an inverted head and shoulders, or about like a W pattern here. In this case, you can see the inverted head and shoulders. There's a shoulder there. This is the head, and this is the right shoulder here, and that long neckline. And when you see that, and you time it with stochastics to get oversold, and you see the timing and the squeeze, as long as we're holding off the recent low here, all this is pointing to a move, and that's where you want to time yourself to get in right there and move on. So this is a great timing one. You'll see the similarities across the board. Here's GT, Goodyear tires, and I know a lot of people probably heard me talk about this stock a lot in the room and on the radio, because it had a very good stochastic setup here, holding off recent lows, staying above this low over here, and yet holding some support here and pushing up against the 20. So we're probably 6 days early on this, but it doesn't matter, because as long as we get the real move. And you could be in from all the way out here to February and just get real choppy here, but this is what we want to be. We want to be in here. We want to take the money off here. We want to get a retracement, which is another pattern off of this pattern, which we like to enter on, and I'll show you some of those too. TLVT, what's familiar here, downward trend line, the right shoulder being put in here, but the key, or the one that ties everything together, is the stochastics here. Stochastics pulling back down into an oversold area here. And we started basing out here, and again the move, not an aggressive move like you want to see, but a definitely aggressive, nice move anyway. Here's a better Walgreens here. This was a nice setup. Again, the inverted head and shoulders, downward trend line, and the oversold stochastics here, and the push right up here. And beautiful trade. We're in right here, and got that nice push on Walgreens. And Walgreens are actually looking like it's ready to set up again off the 200 with oversold stochastics again. Which is one of two of the good indicator setups: the oversold stochastics and the 200 period moving average, or oversold stochastics and the downward trend line. Add other things to it, and it's only gravy on top of it. DSX here. All right, this is another. This is all the last 2 weeks. These are the stocks we were trading the last 2 weeks. W pattern right here, which is similar to, it's a pattern I like to just call a W. All right, and with the trend line and then the consolidation here, and we actually held the trend, and you see they move it. But the key here is, when do you know to get in here? If you're not looking at anything else, what you're going to do is look for the stochastics to pull back, yet the price is holding the same range here. So very good hold here. The market's actually holding. This is what we call the stochastic price divergence, and we're holding this level here, yet the stochastics are pulling back down, but we're holding off recent lows. So stochastics are making a new low here, a recent low here and a new low here, but the price is not making a new low, so it's a divergence, and that's a great signal. They start getting in, and that's the move you're going to get from that. So DSX is another good example of that. IGT was an example of a channel and buying on a lower trend line. When you have an established lower trend line, all you have to do is wait for the stochastics to line up. Now look at this. This is worth the price of admission right here. Boom, oversold stochastics, lower trend line. Where do you go? Oversold stochastics, lower trend line. oversold, lower trend line, oversold, lower trend line. It's right there for you. You know, I find this to be the highest or the least a risk, most reward trade when you trade stocks like this. All you need to do is have the patience to wait for these setups to come. I mean, yeah, you could get in here, but pretty much you're gambling. You know, you're taking the trade out of your hands. Right now, the odds are in your favor so much more here and here and here. So IGT, we took it right here, and trade went right up to the upper trend line. IGT, COP. This was a good inverted head and shoulders pattern right here, and a breakout. Very basic pattern, but something that you have to continue to watch for. The timing on the head and shoulders is also based on the stochastics right here. See the oversold stochastics? We held the 50-period moving average, held the right shoulder, boom, explosion. All right, and you know, I know a lot of people say, well, this is a lot of good information. I said, yeah, you know, this is the important stuff in the market. It's not what everyone wants you to believe. You know, if you do enough research and you believe in your stock setups, you stick to quality stocks and stay away from the penny junk, you're going to do fine in the markets. A lot of people want to make a living trading, yet they get so confused by all the information out there. Half of the people are telling you buy here, and there's never no basis behind it other than rumors or someone said something or this or that. But this is proven. This is science. This is support and resistance lines. These are channels. These setups work. I mean, if you look back at the stock, each time this channel broke, you established a new channel. What happens when you know at each one of these levels, you're waiting for the timing indicator to set up. Now you got a breakout here. Again, where would be the best place to buy a stock here? Would it be up against this trend line here? No, because most likely every time it came up against that trend line, it sold off. But would it be good to buy down on this trend line? Yes, because every time we bought it, we bounced off of this level. And as this channel matures and the stochastic timing comes into play, where you have a nice pattern here on the stochastic, which is a rare setup here, especially on CRT, which is great to look at because there's actually a couple picks this week I want to show you that are similar to this. You got to pick it up on the lower trend line. Stochastics breaking out, the stock making a tremendous move in just a 4-day period. So very nice setup there. That's CRX, and again a channel trade, lower trend line, oversold stochastics. STK and RY. I'll say go RYL. Lower. This was last week's trade, or actually the week before. It actually ran 2 weeks, but we picked it up on the lower trend line. Lower trend line, 200-period moving average, oversold stochastics. What a move! All right, very simple. I don't like to throw that word around, simple, because not everything's simple. You have to do the work. You have to have the discipline. You have to have the patience. But once you put all that formula together, you're going to be a successful trader in the market. So, hope you enjoyed that. I hope you gained something from that. Hope you gained freedom in your trading. And if you ever want to stop by the radio, it's DayTraderRadio.com. I broadcast the markets every day, showing these setups live as they happen. So come on by. That's DayTraderRadio.com from 8 o'clock and 8:30 in the morning all the way to 4 at night. Plus, we're getting evening shows on now on Stock Talk. So, have a great one, everyone. Day Trader Rockstar calling it a night.